I'm going to walk you through how to fill in the missing values of a sequence, as well as finding common difference and the explicit formula, as well as the recursive formula. So we're starting out with a problem here. We have some missing values that we're eventually going to have to fill in. Now, I want to figure out, first of all, what's the pattern? How am I getting from one value to another? Now, you might be looking -3 to 1, say, looks kind of difficult. I'm not really good with negatives. That's fine. Let's take a look at 1 to 5 here. I can add 4. 5 to 9, I can add 4. Guess what? It's coming up twice. Looks like -3 plus 1. Double check it. Yep, that's plus 4. So now I know I have to just add 4 each time. So 9 plus 4, 13. 13 plus 4, 17. Now, to go backwards. If I'm adding 4 each time to go backwards, I'm going to have to subtract 4. -3 minus 4 will give me -7. So I filled in my missing values. Is the sequence arithmetic or geometric? It's going to be arithmetic. Know why? It's increasing by addition. Now, if it was going down by subtraction, it would also be arithmetic. Geometric is when we have a constant factor, where we're multiplying by something to get to the next value, or when we're dividing by something to get to the next value. So is there a common difference or a common ratio? There's a common difference here. Common ratio would be if I was multiplying by something each time. In this case, I'm adding 4. So I have a common difference of plus 4. Now the recursive formula for this sequence. Recursive formulas, I like these because right now all we're working on is writing it in words. To go from my previous value to the next value, I take my previous value. Like in this case, I would take 5. This is my previous value. To get to the next one, 9, I add 4. If I wanted to go from 9 to here, I'd take 9, add 4 to get to 13. So each time I'm taking the previous value, I'm adding 4 to get to the next. Now the explicit formula, this can be a little tricky. Now, think of this as being a table. So I'm going to erase some of this stuff here. Think of it as having a table, right? If I made this a table, and my inputs were down here, and these were my outputs. This would be step 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Now, for an explicit formula, I want to work back to my initial value where my input would be 0. You might be tempted to use -7, but your input here is 1. That's step 1. I want to work back to step 0. So in order to do that, let's see. What we did before to go forward, we add 4. To go backwards, we subtract 4. I'm going to subtract 4 from -7, and that takes me to -11, which will give me my initial value. That's what you always start with in an explicit formula. Now, my change. What's my change or common difference? I already figured that out. That's plus 4. And then, plug in my x. Bingo. I've got myself an explicit formula. My initial value plus my rate of change, x. And that's your explicit formula. So hopefully this will help you complete the next examples that you're going to be finding on this page. Good luck.